earliest evidence of people referred to as Arab is in an Assyrian inscription from the 8th century BCE, but it just mentions the Arabs. It doesn't give any examples of their language.
What is happening, fellas, and welcome back to another episode of IJayReaction. مساء الخير، صباح النور، مساء السكر، صباح الورد يا جماعة، وأهلا بكم في IJayReaction. Today we're gonna watch another highly requested video from Lang Focus channel in the name of the Arabic language, its amazing history and features. I'm super excited to check this video out. Without further ado, let's dive in. If you're following my channel, you know how much I love Arabic language because it is the language of emotions. أنا أحب لغة العربية ولكن من الصعب أتعلمها. It's one of the most difficult languages to learn, guys. Without further ado, let's dive in. Let's see what it is all about.
Back in 2013, I produced one of the strangest videos on YouTube. A video about Arabic in Japanese with English subtitles, and me teaching an Arabic lesson to Japanese viewers at the end. Lots of people were bewildered. Today,
No way.
I'm gonna try again.
Is Paul speaking Arabic fluently? I am thrilled by hearing that.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Lang Focus channel, and my name is Paul. Today's topic is the Arabic language, or
العربية,
as it's called in Arabic.
Al-Arabiya.
Arabic is the 5th most widely spoken language in the world, with 293 million native speakers and 422 million speakers in total. It's an official language in 26 countries.
Speakers.
That doesn't mean it's the majority language in all of those countries, but it's one of the official languages. It is also one of the 6 official languages of the United Nations, and as the language of the Quran, the Holy Book of Islam, it is also the liturgical language of 1.7 billion Muslims around the world. Most of those people don't speak Arabic, but many have some knowledge of Arabic for reading and for reciting prayers and religious study. Speaking about Arabic can be confusing because there are many different varieties of the language.
There's so many dialects, and my favorite one is لهجة مصرية. أنا أحب اللهجة المصرية بكتير.
Main varieties is the classical Arabic of the Quran. This is considered by many to be the most perfect form of Arabic, and some say it's the only true Arabic because it was the language in which God revealed the Quran to Muhammad. Then there's modern standard Arabic, which is the form of Arabic used as an official language today. It's the modern form of literary Arabic, which was based on the classical Arabic of the Quran, but with some adaptations and a greatly expanded vocabulary to make it more suitable for modern times. It's not exactly the same as classical Arabic, but both of them are referred to by Arabs as
الفصحى.
meaning eloquent speech. Modern Standard Arabic is the language of books,
And
media,
all
education.
Arabs, no matter what dialect they speak, all Arabs know Al-Fusha. And apart from that, they know their own dialect as well. And honestly, these dialects are becoming really different than Al-Fusha as well. Like they have their own, they're using totally different words. And even in some cases, like in Egyptian dialect, they are even using a different grammar, which is pretty impressive.
And formal situations, but not as the language of everyday speech. For everyday speech, Arabic speakers use their local dialects, or
عامية,
which can differ quite significantly from country to country, and even from one place to another within a single country. Arabic is a Semitic language. Arabic and other Semitic languages like Hebrew, Aramaic, and Phoenician all developed from the same Proto-Semitic language. Arabic forms one branch of Central Semitic.
Let's take a look at this tree. East Semitic, West Semitic, Ethiopian.
While another branch of Central Semitic includes Hebrew, Aramaic, and Phoenician. Old Arabic. Numerous Semitic languages related to Arabic were spoken in Arabia between the 13th and 10th century CE, but they don't have features that would classify them as Arabic. The earliest evidence of people referred to as Arab is in an Assyrian inscription from the 8th century BCE, but it just mentions the Arabs. It doesn't give any examples of their language. From the 6th century BCE to the 4th century CE, We have inscriptions showing evidence of an early form of Arabic. Some of those inscriptions are written in that early form of Arabic, and others are written in Aramaic but show some influence from Arabic. Those inscriptions consist mostly of proper
Aramaic inscription?
in Aramaic but show some influence from Arabic. Those inscriptions consist mostly of proper names, so they don't give us an awful lot of information about what the language was like. The earliest inscription that is unmistakably Arabic is from the 1st century BCE and was found at Ain Avdat. It's an Aramaic inscription, but it contains 3 lines of Arabic. Another inscription was discovered at An-Namara, 120 kilometers southeast
Damascus, Syria.
of Damascus, dating back to 329 CE. The language of this inscription is nearly identical to Classical Arabic as we know it. Even though these inscriptions are unmistakably written in Arabic, they are not written in the Arabic script, but rather the Nabatean script, which derived from the Aramaic script. But there are also inscriptions from the 4th and 5th centuries CE that are written in a script that's more like Arabic. It's generally thought that the Arabic script developed from the Nabatean script, and these inscriptions might be written in a script that's somewhere between those two.
This is the first time I'm hearing that. And honestly, the video is extremely informative as always.
Classical Arabic. Before the beginning of Islam, there were numerous dialects of Arabic spoken around the peninsula, but there was also a common literary language used among the different tribes for poetry, a koine, which was a compromise between the various dialects. The pieces of poetry written in this literary koine are the earliest examples of Classical Arabic. The Quran was written in the 7th century when Muslims believed that the Quran was revealed to Muhammad by the angel Gabriel.
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I love the video so much, guys.
Then it was written down over a 23-year period. At the time the Quran was written, there were 7 dialects of Classical Arabic. The Quran was written in all of them, but the Qurayshi version became the standard upon which the text of today's Quran is based. The differences are in pronunciation, not in vocabulary or grammar. The Arabic of the Quran is similar to that of the pre-Islamic Classical Arabic poetry, but not exactly. Beginning during the life of Muhammad and continuing into the 8th century, the Islamic conquest spread the Arabic language into new faraway lands. After the Islamic conquests, there was an important need to standardize the language, because vast numbers of people were beginning to speak it. The script was made more practical, new vocabulary was created, and the grammar and style of prose was standardized. Neo-Arabic and Middle Arabic. While Classical Arabic was being standardized as a written language, local dialects of Arabic also emerged in the cities of the Arab Empire. These dialects did not descend directly from Classical Arabic, but rather from pre-Islamic Arabic dialects, or from a single Arabic koine, which was the common language of conquering Arab armies. These new dialects were also influenced by the original languages of areas that were conquered. The dialects of the Levant and Mesopotamia were influenced by Aramaic. The dialects of the Maghreb were influenced by Berber. The dialects of Egypt were influenced by Coptic, and so on. The early centuries of these newly emerging
Moroccan language is also Moroccan dialect, which is called Darija, is also so sweet, guys. I love it.
Emerging dialects are referred to as Neo-Arabic. Even though Classical Arabic was standardized, not everybody could write it perfectly. Writing that contains features of both Classical Arabic and Neo-Arabic, or dialects, is referred to as Middle Arabic. Middle doesn't refer to a time period, but rather these texts were somewhere in the middle between Classical and Colloquial. Modern Arabic. Over the centuries, the Neo-Arabic dialects continued to evolve into the modern colloquial dialects of today. But literary Arabic remained relatively constant because the Arabic of the Quran was always seen as the ideal Arabic to imitate. And this probably had a conservative effect on the dialects, limiting them from changing too much. After Napoleon entered Egypt in 1798, the Arab world entered a period of greater contact with the West. The influx of new Western concepts required the Arabic language to be updated. In the early 20th century, regional academies of the Arabic language began a process.
It's interesting how languages are evolving through the time, and when they are in contact with other languages, they start getting and giving words from each other, from and to each other.
Of language reform, focused mainly on expanding and updating the language's vocabulary. These updates culminated in what is now known as Modern Standard Arabic, diglossia. Arabic is well known for its state of diglossia. Arabic speakers use two distinctly different forms of the language in parallel for different purposes. Modern Standard Arabic is not learned by anyone as a native language, but it's used in reading and writing, in media, on children's TV shows, and in
everybody
formal
knows
speeches,
it.
while the colloquial dialects are used almost universally for daily conversation. As I mentioned before, there's quite a lot of variation amongst Arabic dialects.
Wait a minute. What is the first one? I cannot read the first one. Bahraini, Najdi, Omani, Hijazi, and Rashaida, Shihi, Tufari, Yemeni, and Somali, Chadik and Shuwa, Sudanese, Saidi, Egyptian, Judeo-Arabic, Nubi, what? Cypriot Arabic, Judah, Iraqi, Levantine, lots of them, and the rest of the dialects. Algerian,
How well
Libyan.
two speakers understand each other depends on the geographic distance of their dialects as well as exposure. Many Arabic speakers have told me that speakers of the Middle Eastern dialects really have no trouble understanding each other, and that the main trouble comes in understanding the Maghrebi dialects, especially Moroccan. But these days, with the spread of cable TV and the internet, people are being exposed to a wider range of dialects on a more regular basis, which helps people understand
You know what,
different...
guys? As Egypt was the Hollywood of the East, so everybody was watching Egyptian movies and TV series, and Egyptian music is really rich. So all dialects know, all other dialects, Arabic dialects, know Egyptian dialect very well, and Egyptians can go everywhere and they can just speak Egyptian, and the rest of Arabs with other dialects will understand that perfectly.
Dialects more. And of course there's also Al-Fusha,
Al-Fusha.
Modern Standard Arabic. When speakers of significantly different dialects communicate with each other, they can switch to Modern Standard Arabic, or they can adjust their speech to make it more formal and literary and similar to Modern Standard Arabic, but not exactly. Another common way for native speakers to bridge the dialect gap is to use something called the white dialect, which is a more formal version of dialectal speech that uses features that are common to most of the different dialects, but it leaves out features that are limited to specific dialects. This is essentially a modern Arabic koine. So what's Arabic like? Let's take a look at some features of Arabic focusing on
The video is
modern
becoming
standard
more
Arabic.
interesting.
The script. The Arabic script is written from right to left and consists of
Al-Arabiyya.
letters that imitate handwriting. Most letters join to the letter that comes after them. However, a few letters remain disjoined. The letters that join have two forms. One short form at the beginning or in the middle of words, and another long form at the end of words, or when the letter is by itself. The Arabic script is an abjad, meaning that each letter represents a consonant, and that short vowels are not really written, and that long vowels and diphthongs can be ambiguous. How can we read Arabic without vowels? Well, can you read this?
Becomes
Here,
difficult.
the short vowels are not written, and the others seem somewhat incomplete, but we
Can you read this? This? Can you read this?
have a hint about what the vowels are. This is kind of like reading Arabic, but Arabic has more predictable vowel patterns than English, so it's easier to guess. Also, Arabic can be written with harakat, which are extra diacritic markings that indicate the short vowel
Fatha, kasra, dhamma.
sounds. These are generally only used in texts that are really important to pronounce perfectly, like the Quran or poetry, or children's material. Phonology. Arabic has a number of consonant
There's
sounds.
another impressive thing here. Arabic speakers can guess those fatha, kasra, and dhamma without even seeing them. And it's really difficult for non-Arabic speakers to do so.
Which are surprising or challenging for speakers of many other languages. For example, kha, as in the word
Khalij,
meaning gulf. Then there's qaf, as in the word
قلم
qalam.
pen. This is like a K, but pronounced further back in your throat.
Difficult to
Then
pronounce
there's the letter
these
ha,
letters.
like in the word
Ha,
meaning
ha.
hot. Ghain. Some say that this is similar to the French R sound. For example,
No.
the word
It's not similar. It's totally different. غرفة. R. The French R. 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 No, it's not similar. The origination of the sound is still different.
meaning room. Arabic also has a number of emphatic consonants. For example,
Like
there's
when you say bonjour, okay, and at the same time you say غرفة. I feel like the pronunciation of غرفة goes deeper than in the word bonjour. That's what I'm guessing. I might be wrong. I'm just sharing what I think.
sin, which is like a regular S sound in English, but there is also sod, which is an emphatic S, as in the word
صغير.
meaning small. Also notice the ghain in the middle.
صغير.
To make this sound, you
Well, I have difficulties to pronounce حرف صاد. I cannot pronounce it properly.
have to keep your tongue close to the roof of your mouth. If you want to try
Thought.
it, position your mouth as though you are going to say a K and hold that position, then make an S sound instead. Go ahead, try it. Saw, saw.
صاد.
There are
Is that
three
it?
other emphatic
Thought?
consonants too. An emphatic ta, dod,
Ta.
and zaw.
Ta.
Morphology.
Wait a
Arab-
minute. Thawd.
Saw,
Ta.
saw. There are three other emphatic consonants too. An emphatic ta,
Okay.
dod, and
Dod. Da. Look, it's so difficult to pronounce these letters.
zaw. Morphology. Arabic words are
Za,
mostly constructed
za,
from three-letter
ta.
roots, or sometimes four, and these letters are then inserted into templates consisting of a fixed vowel pattern and some structural consonants. If you know the root letters, you can identify the core meaning of the word. And if you know the template, you know what type of word it is. Let's take the root kha,
Makhraj.
ra, jim, which means to go out or to exit. And let's put it into this template. We get the word
مخرج.
which is the noun meaning exit, like a door you exit through. This template indicates a place where the action of the root is done. If we use the root dal, kha, lam, which means to come in, we get.
مدخل.
Which means
مدخل.
entrance.
Entrance.
If we use the root kaf, ta, ba, we get
مكتب.
مكتب.
meaning office. These kinds of recurring templates help you to know how to pronounce words even when the short vowels are not written. If you see the letter mim followed by three root letters all together with no long vowels, you can guess that the word is in this template and pronounce it with two short a vowels. Verbs in Arabic are part of
I
the same
love the
system
way he teaches Arabic. The video is so helpful to improve your Arabic pronunciation.
of roots and templates. The templates tell us the tense, person, gender, and number of the verb, and the root provides us the core meaning. Again, let's take the root kha, ra, jim,
خرج.
and pop it into this template here, and we get,
خرج.
and we know what this means. It's the past tense third person masculine singular conjugation. He exited.
خرج من المدرسة.
This means
خرج من
he exited the
المدرسة.
school. Now put the root into this template.
خرجت.
This means
خرجت.
I exited. This suffix here indicates past tense first person singular.
خرجت من المكتب.
This means I exited the office.
خرجت من المكتب.
If we put it into this
But
template,
مكتب is like... Is that office? I thought that it's a school.
يخرج.
it means he
يخرج.
exits. This is the present tense template.
Present tense, yeah.
يخرج من
مضارع.
المكتب.
This means he exits the office.
يخرجون.
Means they exit.
سيخرجون من المكتب.
This means they will exit the office. This sentence is in the future tense. To change the
سيخرجون
present
من
tense to the
المكتب.
future tense, you simply add the suffix sa to the beginning of the present tense template. Sa is used for near future, and a separate particle, saufa, is used for the more distant future. Arabic has no other verb tenses, only past and present, and future, which uses the present tense conjugation.
That's true. We only have past, present. But the conjugation of past and present is a lot. For example, the conjugation of ذهب, okay? It's going to be ذهب, ذهب, ذهبوا, ذهبت, ذهبتا, ذهبنا, ذهبت, ذهبتما, ذهبتم, ذهبت, ذهبتما, ذهبتن, ذهبتو, ذهبنا. This is all the conjugation of past tense of ذهب, and still my pronunciation was not good because I know it's going to be ذهب, something like that. But that was just the past, the conjugation of past tense of one single verb.
This Semitic system of roots and templates is really quite intuitive once you get used to it, and it's quite ingenious if you ask me. Modern Standard Arabic is a VSO language by default, as opposed to Arabic dialects, which are mainly SVO.
يدرس الرجل العربية.
This means the man is studying Arabic. Here's the verb, the subject, and the object. These are the definite article al,
يدرس
but before
الرجل
certain
عربية.
letters, the lam, or the L sound, assimilates to the following letter. So al-rajul becomes ar-rajul. This is the basic word order. But SVO is also possible. In a sentence with a pronoun, VSO is not possible. For example, أنا سوف أدرس العربية. This means I will study Arabic.
أنا
In the
سوف
future, you can't
أدرس
say سوف
العربية.
أدرس أنا العربية. You can either say it with the pronoun first or with
It's
no
becoming
pronoun, just
really
سوف أدرس
complicated.
العربية.
because the verb conjugation tells us that this is the first person singular, so we don't need the pronoun. Cases. One aspect of standard Arabic is cases. There are 3 cases in Arabic: nominative, genitive, and accusative. And nouns
What
take
is
special
this?
endings to show their function in the sentence. Let's take the word kitab,
Kitab.
which means book. In nominative, it's kitabu. In genitive, it's kitabi. In accusative, it's kitaba.
كتابة.
الكتاب الممتاز.
This means the excellent
I
book.
didn't know that.
The noun kitab is in the nominative, and the adjective
I
is
am
also
today years
inflected
old
to agree with the noun.
أنا أقرأ
To
كتابا.
hear about
This means
this
I am
feature of
reading a
Arabic.
book. Here, kitab is in the accusative, and it's indefinite. The N sound at the end here indicates that it's indefinite.
أنا أقرأ كتابه.
مؤلف الكتاب.
This means the author of the book. Here, kitab is in the genitive case. These case endings are not used at the end of a sentence, but only when the word is followed by something. The form at the end of a sentence without a case ending is called the
Pausal
pausal
form.
form. These case
Al-kitab.
endings are often not used in modern standard Arabic. They're generally only used in prepared texts or prepared speeches. 2 more sentences.
عادة لا أعمل يوم
يوم
السبت.
السبت.
This means I usually don't work on Saturday.
يوم
Word for
السبت. Okay. عادة لا أعمل يوم السبت.
word it's usually, no, I work, day, the, Saturday.
Saturday.
La is the negation particle used for the present tense. Amal is the verb for
لا
work,
أعمل.
and its root is ayn, mim, lam. And this is the first person singular present tense conjugation. Yawm and as-sabt are an idafa, so together they mean the day of Saturday. Idafa is a construction of 2 nouns side by side to show possession. Fun fact, the word Sabbath comes from the Hebrew word Shabbat, which is related to this Arabic word Sabt.
سأقود سيارتي إلى المكتب.
This means I'll drive
will
my
drive
car
my
to
car
the
to the
office.
office.
Word for word it's will I drive my car to the office.
Office.
Remember sa is added to the present tense verb to form the future. Aqud contains the verb qaf, waw, dal.
Aqud.
And this is the first person singular present tense conjugation. Sayarati is the word sayara with
My
a possessive
car.
suffix meaning my at the end. And when a suffix is added,
Ila.
the letter ha becomes a ta. Ila is a preposition showing direction. The L here, or the lam, is the definite article al, but the A sound, or the alif, assimilates to the preceding long A. As you can see, Arabic is a fascinating language with lots of interesting
It
features,
is
from its
mind-blowing.
script to its phonology to its root and template system. It's a language that often seems intimidating to learners, but that's partly because modern standard Arabic materials are aimed at reading and writing and grammar rather than on communication. Materials for learning Arabic dialects tend to be more fun and communicative. The question that's asked over and over and over is, what form of Arabic should I learn, a dialect or a modern standard Arabic? In my opinion, it's important to learn some modern standard Arabic, either before you start to learn a dialect or at the same time. But if you know some modern standard
must
Arabic,
confess-
it will help you to make sense of different dialects that you encounter, and it will help you to understand different registers of speech, even when people are
Sorry guys, I'm talking about myself. If I feel like it's easier to only memorize sentences and start speaking Arabic, and after that figure out about the grammar, because the grammar is really complicated, and to me it doesn't make sense. Like, I have to repeat over and over and over again, and at the end again I don't know how to make a sentence. So instead I'm trying to just memorize sentences, and that's the easiest way for me to learn Arabic.
are speaking in their dialects. But if your main goal is communication, then I don't think it's necessary to learn to speak modern standard Arabic at a high level. And that brings me to the question of the day. To native speakers of Arabic and to learners of Arabic alike, what do you think? Which form of Arabic is the best to learn? Modern Standard Arabic or a dialect? Leave your
I
answer
feel like I should only learn Egyptian dialect and that's it. Stick to that because everybody will understand you and that's an easier dialect to learn.
In the comments down below. Be sure to follow LangFocus on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. It's especially important these days because weird things are happening with YouTube and nobody's really sure what the future will bring, so it's good to have a way to be in touch with you outside of YouTube so I can let you know what's happening with my videos and, in a worst case scenario, where my videos will be, if not on YouTube. So be sure to follow me on at least one of those. And I want to say thanks again, as usual, to all of my Patreon supporters, especially these people right here on the screen, for their very helpful monthly pledges. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.
Well guys, this is the end of another informative video of Paul on the channel LangFocus, and I enjoyed every single second of this video about Arabic language and it was really impressive. I learned a lot and I'm gonna check the video once again to to review what I learned so that I can make use of it and make sentences. Well, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed watching it and you learned something just like me, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, and if you are new to my channel, do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. I want you to stay safe wherever you are. I'll definitely catch you in next reaction videos. Take a good care of yourselves. Look, I'm still thinking about the Arabic sentences, and now that's the reason that I'm doubtful when I speak English. Like when you have too many languages in your mind, it becomes really difficult to pick up the words, guys. Well, take good care of yourselves and I'll definitely catch you in next reaction videos. Peace. Ma'as salam.